You know what I mean by stubborn? He puts you in this position, then you. He puts you in this position, then you. And he was like, "What the hell is this?" Hello, welcome back to the Prince Medical TV. He is your guy, the Prince Calvin 28. Welcome back to yet another episode. So, in today's video, I'll be talking about what women want in bed. If any of this is not true, I stand to be corrected. If all these are wrong, I still stand to be corrected. But men, kindly take up your notebook and a pen, a sap, and jot down these points. Know what your woman wants, and they will never tell you I want this. So let's hit the ground running. Women love hygiene. Every woman wants a guy who is neat, a guy who is clean, or a guy who just looks the way they want. Most women, maybe there is just a small percentage of women who love shaggy men, stinky men who don't take showers, or they take 2 or 3 days to take a shower, men who take 3 days to change their innerwears. Maybe, but trust you me, women love hygiene, and it's good. Hygiene is key actually. If you don't want your woman to have infections, the BV, the yeast infections and all that, consider her by checking on or working on your hygiene. It's very important. So women love clean men who are presentable. But maybe this is individual preference, but the women that I've talked to, most of them have told me I love a clean man. So if you're the type who are just unkempt, just make a point, change on that. Hygiene is key. Women love men who are good smelling, a nice scent. They love it. So if you're the type who don't use colognes, make a point, look for one, a beautiful one, and she will always want to be around you. I talked to a certain guy and he told me there was this time he was walking down the streets with a girlfriend and happened to come across a guy. Well, a guy walked past them and he had a very beautiful cologne. And now the girlfriend asked the guy to just allow her to go and ask that guy what cologne that was. You can imagine. And the guy was not using any cologne. So now he's just a big fan of big and beautiful cologne. So now you understand why using colognes are important. Make a point, get yourself one. Be that smart guy. Before a woman decides to get intimate with you, she considered hygiene. So if you're the type of shaggy guys and unkept men, you always have issues with her, because you are a big turn off. Now, women want men who are communicative. Are you taking notes? Women hate men who are not consistent. You talk to her today, then you go missing, then after 1 week you come back, you talk to her again, you go missing, then you want to get intimate with her. Forget about it. Women love consistency. If you love her or if you like her, be consistent. Let her know she's important to you, because trust you me, women don't want to get intimate with men who they're not attracted to. If she makes a mistake of getting it down with someone they don't or they don't find attractive is maybe under influence. Maybe she was under influence, but on her sober mind, women always want to get intimate with someone they have a bondage with, or someone they feel emotionally attracted to, not just anyone. So be someone who communicates effectively, but not, chatting and calling her is not communication. There is a very big difference between those two things. Chatting is not communication. You can chat and not communicate. So communication is passing a message to someone. It's not chatting, keeping in touch. Chatting and calling, that is keeping in touch, but not communication. Communicating is passing a message. So be a communicative guy, be consistent. Then the rest will just bring themselves. The rest will follow. With no struggle, do not force anything. Then be that romantic guy. Many believe that being romantic is simping. It's not. Being romantic is not simping. Every woman wants to feel like a woman. Every woman wants to be treated right. She wants those random flowers. She wants you to open the car door for her. They feel so good. Buy her gifts. Surprise her. Take her out for dinner, for lunch, and she'll feel she's loved. I don't know why this happens. Every time you treat a woman like a queen, she feels indebted. She feels indebted, and she's always tempted to pay you. And the best way she feels she can pay you is by getting them down for you. So treat her right. Be that romantic person. Don't be a gangster. She'll get, there are women who love gangsters or bad boys. Most women love bad boys, but no woman wants to get into a serious thing with a bad boy. No woman wants to be married to a guy who is all over women. No woman wants to get married to a guy who doesn't care, But girls out here love bad boys. But that is just temporary. If I'm wrong, I stand to be corrected. Now, women don't like it when you jump onto them and boom, you're pumping them. That's wrong. Foreplay is important. Have that beautiful session of romance. Touch her. She will direct you to the erogenous zones that we talked about, where she feels more sensitive and where she loves being touched. She'll direct you there. Get her prepared. If you don't want to struggle with a woman getting her to the climax, get her ready, get her prepared adequately, make sure she is wet enough. Because if you expect her to get wet when you're already in, then she will struggle reaching orgasm. So take her slowly, go by her pace. Women are like hers. They don't heat up immediately, you ignite. And when they ignite, they don't stop burning. So for her to continue burning, ignite her first. Then the rest will be history. She'll have multiple orgasms. She'll be praising you. She'll be looking for you. And now the last thing that I will talk about in this episode is women want men who are explorative and men who listen. If you're getting intimate with your woman and she tells you stop, kindly stop. If she tells you It is painful. Trust you me, it is. Don't continue pumping her because you're after getting your pleasure. Consider her. Also be that person who is explorative. Don't just do the same thing that you used to. Ask for ideas from her. Women know things, only that they don't talk. Ask her how she likes it and serve it the way she likes it. Be considerate. Be explorative. Don't just do it in the house or on bed or on the normal couches. Take her out to the swimming pool. If it's in the house, try it in the shower. Outdoors, swimming pool, clubs if you do club, but cautiously. Just be explorative. Avoid that routine thing. Women get bored very easily. She gets comfortable and get bored. Now she is looking for someone who is explorative. So be an explorative person and always learn to listen to what she tells you. Because if she is comfortable, she will not even talk. She will just be giving you the soundtracks, encouraging you to do your thing. She will just be there meditating the feelings. That is when she's enjoying. But if she's talking and complaining, just know something is wrong and need to be addressed ASAP. So don't assume, don't ignore, don't be selfish. Be that explorative and listening guy. If I talked about any of the, any of the 5 that is not true, let me know. If all the 5 are wrong, correct me. I hope you have learned. Don't forget to subscribe. See you. Show him what is likely to get you there, and trust you me, he will hit those spots that you want, and you will achieve whatever you want to achieve, your orgasm, within a very short time. So look for your own orgasm. Don't expect him to always get you orgasm. Sometimes, these are bodies, these are not metals and stones and all that. So as I said earlier, bodies sometimes just resist, and sometimes he could even finish earlier than he is used to, and these things are not new. So be that one person that woman who looks for their own orgasm. And trust you me, this will never disappoint you. It will never disappoint you. Then men don't want to have women who are stubborn in bed. You know what I mean by stubborn? He puts you in this position, then you. He puts you in this position, then you. And he is like, what the hell is this? What are you doing? Huh? It is irritating. Men hate that. So if you're not comfortable in a certain position, just talk it to him. Tell him, I'm not okay with this. Can we try something else that I'm a little more comfortable with? Again, don't be don't be that cheap to accept him. Resist a little bit. It's more fun when you resist him, and you're not resisting him, very well, you're not resisting him, you just want him to maybe beg you a little bit or get more romantic, you understand? Yeah, resist a little bit, but don't be stubborn. Don't make him overwork to get it. Just make him a little bit hardworking. Just a little bit. Let him work for it a little bit, not hard work. Just a little resistance. I hope you guys have learned. I'll do part 2 of this video. See you in the next episode.